I believe that we would be able to make some payments this week. Next week is the one that worries me a little bit more. But I must say that I know that there's a lot of activity that's going on, and there's a good possibility that we may have documents signed by late evening. I know that there's certain ICL directors that have been working really hard behind the scenes to try and get these documents signed. And if they're gotten signed, then I suspect we're going to try to speed up the drawdown, and we may not have the hiccup that I've been concerned about.
Dr. Canton, what is the sticking point here? Why is it always a face-off between yourself and CGA?
Well, that's a good question. I know I was out in one of the villages last night after a community meeting that they had, and from what they're saying to the growers out there, I don't believe that I have a chance in hell, to be honest with you, as long as certain people remain there. I mean, the lies and the innuendos that were said out there were absolutely abhorrible. But what I am doing is I am trying to do a job here. I run a business, and I know that when I get people's goods, I have to pay for it. And if I can't pay for it, it is my job to make sure I notify them that there's a possibility that there's going to be a hiccup in payment, whether in part or by full.
The directors from CGA claim that they've been requesting documents and information for them to do their fiduciary duties, but that CPBL has been negligent in affording them access to those documents, hence the decision to not sign.
There's a lot of things that are happening at the same time. One of them is a set of documents that are really documents to perfect security, as stated within the press release, that has nothing really to do with any major investigation in the company. There are some other things ongoing, like a report that we're expecting from Pricewaterhouse, and a restructuring of the financing of the company that's ongoing, and we're expecting to have had a board meeting on Monday. What has happened is that they've tried to put all of it together into one lump, and it cannot be treated as one lump. The documents that we've been asking for signature on were documents as long ago as August, and we've been repeatedly asking them to please sign the documents, please sign the documents. They're not documents that compromise the company in any way, but they were trying to use those documents to leverage other information, and as far as I'm concerned, they've gotten most if not all of the information that they requested already.
At this point, what message would you have for citrus growers?
What we're trying to do is to continue to keep the factory going. We're going to try to pay all the smaller growers, the larger growers, some of them who we've contacted, if that is in the event that we do not get signatures on the documentation. A lot of the larger growers have already conceded that they will accept what we can give them, but they do not want us to close the factory because the fruit is especially the grapefruit, is at a very technical position. We're going to try to run as long as we can, and we're hoping that by this evening we do get the documents signed. And as I said before, there are certain directors on the ICL board that I think are trying as hard as they can to get these documents signed so that we could proceed and go ahead with the business of the company. So I'm asking growers, I'm hoping that we can resolve this issue this evening and that things will go back to normal